Merge tactics are getting a first set of balance changes. Archer Queen, range nerf 20% from 5 tiles to 4 tiles, and invisibility durations getting 70% nerf, basically half a second. Archer Queen is really strong. Her invisibility is like kind of broken, so I guess they just didn't really want to over nerf her invisibility because that's kind of her thing. So they went with the range nerf as well. Just kind of like she's really strong, especially with like the synergies, clan synergy and aces synergy. If you can get like the boost on her, that's it's basically game over at that point. P.E.K.K.A is getting a damage nerf. P.E.K.K.A is really strong, especially in early rounds. Going P.E.K.K.A first round is basically guarantee first two rounds win because you can't overwhelm her when you don't have that many troops. So I guess, I mean, it's not gonna do much, but still like a valid nerf, I guess. Knight, an unexpected nerf for Knight because I didn't really feel like he's annoying until I saw this change, but now when I'm thinking about it, he can basically survive as long as P.E.K.K.A and he's a 2 elixir troop and that's way too much value, so valid change, which I haven't thought of. Um, a modifier change for ouch modifier, damage reflection from 50% to 40%. I think that still won't be enough. Basically, in this game mode, you're just going frontline with every troop, and like not that enjoyable to play. You basically can't go any backline because it just dies to frontline. And even if you go backline troops, you play them in the front row because that damage reflection is just too much. So 40%, we'll see how that plays out. It might need even like a bigger enough to 35 or 30, we'll see. Buff to Spear Goblin. Goblin synergy is really strong, but goblins are weak. So most of the people just go for like two goblins to pick up some extra elixir and then sell them. So it might make Spear Goblin a little bit more viable than he was before. Then we have Bomber. Bomber is getting a little bit of a damage buff. Bomber is basically only played in Undead Synergy. It's not a good standalone troops, even though his splash is nice. Basically, every other two elixir troop is better than him. So maybe with the Undead Synergy buff, he could be viable now. We'll see. Mega Knight is also getting a nice damage buff. Mega Knight has a lot of HP, but at this point, P.E.K.K.A is definitely stronger than Mega Knight, and she's a 3 elixir troop, and Mega Knight is a 4 elixir troop. So, a 3 elixir troop shouldn't be stronger than a 4 elixir troop. So, I hope this damage buff helps him out a little bit. And then we have a Brawler synergy buff. Basically, with the Brawler synergy, the troops are getting even more HP than they were getting now. And for 4 out of 4 Brawler Synergy, you get 80% bonus HP, which is just crazy. Like, in Mega Knight at like, what, 3 star plus Brawler Synergy? You're not killing that, sorry, mate. Anyway, Undead Synergy is getting bonus damage from 20% to 30%. Again, that might help Bomber be a little bit more viable, but hopefully it's not too much because Royal Ghost and Skeleton King are really strong, so we'll see. Then we have another modifier change. Less is more, 20% to 25% bonus. I guess HP and hit speed for if you have less troops on the board. And that is nice because basically this game mode didn't really change much. You could play normally, but now it might actually be worth to go for a one less troop to get that bonus. But we'll see how that plays out. Then we have some general adjustments or reworks. Basically, Valkyrie is getting nerf to hit speed, but buff to damage. And I feel like Valkyrie is really strong, so I wouldn't mind an actual nerf, just rather just like a rework like this. I mean, I guess like by herself she's not that strong, but in the synergy she's really strong. Then we have Skeleton King, same thing, kind of hit speed nerf, damage buff. These two changes don't really change anything. And then same with Goblin, but Goblin is quite weak. He can be really strong with the assassin synergy. Sometimes it comes in clutch, especially if you surprise them in like the last round. But yeah, I might want to see like a small buff to Goblin as well. And then we have just like a small rework on the Juggernaut trait, basically simplifying it so all the troops get the same amount of shield at 2 out of 4 units and 4 out of 4 units, rather than the units in the synergy getting more shield than other units on your team. So yeah, that's basically it for the balance changes. So let's go through what else could they have done. Um, I like the Goblin nerf because Goblin synergy is quite weak right now. Um, but as said, you have to be careful not to overbuff them, because like Goblin synergy, especially if you think about Goblin Machine, if you upgrade Goblin Machine to 3 stars and you can protect the Goblin Machine well, so it doesn't die immediately, it's basically kind of like a perma stun for your backline. I mean, for the opponent's backline. And like game mode is just not enjoyable if you can't do anything against it. So yeah, careful about goblins. Goblins are never gonna be really strong because they can't make them strong because of the synergy, and I guess it's kind of like their fault that they made the synergy that strong, but it's gonna cost on the goblins. They will never be like strong by themselves. And then there's like synergy changes. I like the synergy changes, especially the Juggernaut, because synergies are quite confusing in this game. Like, I mean, as someone who plays a lot, it's not really that confusing. But for someone who is new, and is trying to figure out the mode, it's gonna be it's gonna be tough. Because it takes time to figure out how the 4 card pool works and how the upgrade works, and all that stuff. And basically, if you have a game mode that is meant for casual players, complicated, and the casual player can't figure it out, or like just finds it immensely confusing, then you're gonna lose on those players. And if you don't want competitive players, and the game mode is not made for competitive players won't play it. And if you then lose the casual players, you're basically without players, and that is not what you would want in a game mode. So, like, that's kind of an exaggeration of what the Juggernaut the trait rework was, but it just kind of gives you an idea of why that is important for a game mode like this. Um, yeah, I definitely like it. So we'll see how that goes. What can I do now? Can you play that on? You can play that on the bench. I never really tried that. It would be funny though. What is he playing? A 3-star barb. I might be dead here. Not gonna lie. I don't think I can really defend that. So yeah, then some other nerfs. As said, I would like to see a Valkyrie nerf, like a small one. It doesn't need to be a big nerf, but it would still be nice. Bro, the Ranger synergy also needs like a nerf, and a clan synergy also needs a nerf. These two synergies, like even if you buff every other synergies, they're just like too strong at the moment. So that is basically a must nerf, and I don't know why they didn't do that. We were not given any explanation on why they chose not to do that. With our other people also playing clan. Yeah, this guy's having clan. This guy plays rangers as well. Bro, I'm dead here. I swear to God, I can't really do anything. Too bad, I guess. Rip me. What am I missing? Oh, the Valk. I didn't even realize I was missing Valkyrie. Anyway, Valkyrie that would be nice. Goblin machine, like you should have buffed Spear Goblin and the regular Goblin a little bit more, and nerfed the Goblin machine. Damn, I'm dead already. Too bad. Also some nerfs to like Bandit, for example, or a small buff to Golden Knight, but then nerfing his dash a little bit. Because like in certain situations with Bandit and Golden Knight, like if you utilize their abilities well, they will dash across the board and take out everything. And you don't really want to have a situation in a game mode like this when you're basically helpless. But overall, I like the changes. We'll see how this game mode feels in after these changes. I hope it's not too bad. Um, but yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you in the next one.